sport mode is a beast. Holy. Whoa, dude. Check out the big rig. Oh, yeah. Parked right in the driveway. It's pretty awesome. Let's talk about that. Big rigs. Man. I think it all depends on, like, how old you are. What do you guys think of big rigs? Semi-trucks. Man, when I was a kid, I thought semi-trucks were friggin' awesome. There's a big hill that way. Let's go up there. I thought semi-trucks were awesome. My dad drove truck for probably like 12 years, I think, when I was a kid growing up. And even in the 80s. So I think like in the 70s, semi-trucks were like kind of cool. So here's the thing. All right. So nowadays, motorcycles are everywhere. I know this isn't semi-trucks, but hear me out for a second. Motorcycles are everywhere. Anybody can get a bike. You know, whatever. Yep, my dad has a motorcycle. La 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 la. You know, whatever. Obviously in the 50s and 60s, it was totally different. It was like super outlaw if you had a bike, you know, or something. I mean, I think there's a lot of regular people that had them too, but it was kind of like it's kind of an outlaw thing to do. And in the 70s, I think like the whole biker clubs and all that got a lot bigger, and I think there's a lot of movies in the 60s, and I don't know, there was like this certain kind of intimidation and like sex appeal and whatever with having a motorcycle and, you know, being a bad boy and being a tough guy. Nowadays it's just whatever. Everybody's, you know, yeah, I got a motorcycle, no big deal. So what I'm saying is, I think in the 70s it was almost a similar thing with driving semi-truck. Like, if you drove semi-truck, it was kind of like, oh, I don't know, like, what's up with that guy? You know, he's probably a tough guy. They got to carry a lot of cash on them. You know, they drive across the country. You never know what they'll encounter, type of thing. And it was just kind of cool. You could be in convoys. Crap, like I see now, you got a lot of these like scooter driving dudes that feel pretty. He was being a boss right there, sitting on the passenger seat. Cool. That's what I'm talking about. That ruined the bad boy motorcycle image. But anyway, so semi-trucks, it was like kind of cool. You had like the biggest thing on the road. You know, you could be rolling down the highway with your buddies. It's a totally different thing now, but you could meet guys and you all like take the same route, and you're talking on CBs, which also, dude, CBs. I'm pretty young, but man, we had CB radios in our cars when I was a kid. Like, when we were teenagers, me and my friends put CBs in our regular cars, and we'd run around and talk. Of course, there was no cell phones at the time, but so that was pretty badass. You're out, you know, cruising around, and they just like do a radio check, man, and you get your buddy on there. What's up? Let's meet down here. Sweet. CB radios, awesome. And then semi-trucks, all of them had it. God, it was so cool. I got to ride cross country a few different times with my dad, but I was pretty young, so I mean, I remember some of it. He hauled fuel all the time, so there was times when thank you, sir. You know, I remember like getting out and watching him fill the tanks underground at the gas stations and stuff. Always loved watching, because there'd be a little sight glass so you could see the fuel filling up in there, and then just constantly fuel swirling, and there's like an indicator, you can tell when it's full. Pretty cool. Just really cool experiences. And so for that reason, it's like I got a little soft spot for truckers, and I still think that they're pretty cool. But even though that industry is like totally different now, And it's all been sensationalized, you know, television shows. Ice Road Truckers, which that show wasn't bad, actually. I watched the crap out of that show. I thought it was pretty cool. But, yeah, so what do you think about truckers? You also used to see truck drivers in movies all the time when I was a kid. Like in The Wizard, or like Over the Top. Yes! Over the Top! That movie is awesome. That movie's totally awesome. People try to tell you that movie is lame. No, they're wrong. They're just straight up incorrect. The movie totally rocks. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's awesome. Anyhow, semi-trucks. How do you feel about it? And did you know dudes I'm pretty sure it still happens, racing semi-trucks? Dude, racing them? Racing them uphill? Dude. Uphill racing in a turbo diesel semi-truck, that is badass. That is a badass thing. That's awesome. Man, I'd like to just ride with on something like that. That, in my opinion, would be super kick-ass. So if there's any super awesome uphill racing semi-truck driving dudes, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments if I can like ride with sometime and where I need to go, and I'll see if I can make it. That would be super kick-ass. Anyhow, guys, that's semi-trucks, Peterbilt long nose, little circular headlights. That's the one for me. Totally dig it. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. As always, check me out on Instagram, 2WheelTon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.